The man stood up and suddenly realized tens of millions of zombies were rushing toward them. He quickly grabbed his gear and ran to meet his teammates, but the only plane that could get them out was still under repair. If it could not take off within 2 minutes, they would all surely die, and the zombie horde was closing in at an incredible speed. Fortunately, the man kept urging the mechanic and finally the plane was fixed. Everyone finally saw a chance to survive. However, the plane still needed to taxi down the runway before taking off, and the tens of millions of zombies behind them were still chasing. Just as everyone panicked, a zombie suddenly opened the cabin door and tried to climb in. The man reacted quickly and shot the zombie dead. The woman immediately pulled the engine and the plane finally soared into the sky. But just as they were about to relax, black smoke rose from the plane's tail. The next moment, the out-of-control plane plummeted toward the ground at extreme speed. Luckily, the trees acted as a cushion, which allowed everyone to barely survive. To avoid the zombies' attack, they dragged their exhausted bodies looking for shelter. Along the way, the man noticed a teammate acting strangely. It turned out his thigh had been bitten by a zombie, but he hid it out of fear of being abandoned. The man took the chance while no one was paying attention and subdued him. He originally planned to shoot him, but hearing his teammates shouting, he had to hold back. That night, they found a house with lights on. Inside, they met an old man. He did not chase them away, and even kindly prepared food for them. However, after eating, they suddenly felt dizzy, and all passed out immediately. When they woke up, they were already tied up in the basement. It turned out the old man had been researching how to control zombies. He wanted to develop a mechanical arm that could control them with frequencies. To test his results, he released the zombies from the cage, and made them attack everyone. Fortunately, the infected teammate arrived in time to fight the zombies, and helped untie the others. Seeing the situation out of control, the old man ran away immediately. The group drove away in a car, but the gunfire had attracted more zombies, who chased them frantically. Unfortunately, a tree blocked the car's path, so they had no choice but to continue on foot. To buy time for the group, the infected teammate stayed behind to hold off the zombies, but in the end he was killed by the zombie king. The others were chased through the forest by zombies. Finally, they reached the legendary safe shelter. With the guards' help, they managed to drive the zombies back. Unexpectedly, the old man soon returned controlling a horde of zombies. In just a few minutes, the shelter was filled with corpses. The old man found the lone man, wanting to teach him a lesson, but he had clearly overestimated his strength. The man quickly seized the old man's arm and smashed the controller against the wall. By the time the old man realized the controller was broken, it was too late. Tens of thousands of zombies tore him apart alive. Then the man led the other survivors to escape, and detonated large amounts of explosives on the ship, instantly burning all the zombies alive. In the end, they finally survived.